Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are kind of all stuffed into my tiny little closet here for today's video, which I haven't quite, by the time the video comes out, I'll come up with the right name, but it's either gonna be like closet chit chat, closet therapy, something along that line, right? I think I've mentioned it a couple times here in different videos that for the first quarter of 2026, so January, February, March, I will be on a no buy as it relates to purchasing new clothes, new shoes, new bags, all of that stuff, accessories. And that is mainly because during my move to this apartment, when I was downsizing, I had to give away and throw away quite a number of clothes. And while a very small fraction of that donation or donations were based on the typical thing that affects us women, especially in midlife, which is like weight gain. But outside of that, the rest of it was really based on what I would call these boredom purchases that I made. Every Friday after work, stopping at a TJ Maxx, a Ross, a Marshalls, sometimes a combination of all three, to hit the trifecta on my way home. Just out of boredom, I live alone, and knowing that I don't work on a Saturday, I would just pop in on Friday evenings, pick up something like, oh, cute little sweater vest, cute little dress, whatever. It's only $19, but only $19 if you buy 3 or 4 items each week adds up for the month. And over time, yes, right? So as we came into 2026, or as I moved into this apartment and then the new year came, I decided that I wanted to be a little more intentional with how I am buying and wearing my clothes this year. So for the first 3 months of the year, I wanted to wear everything I owned, or as much as I own in this closet, to see if it made sense for my life and my lifestyle. And if I needed to make a little change or a little tweak here and there, then I would. So by the time you guys get this video, I will be 2 months, so a full 60 days into this no buy quarter. And here are my thoughts. All right, enough rambling. The main thing that I have realized during these past 60 days is that I have enough work clothes. I have enough work clothes for the job that I have in the industry that I am currently in. And it's very important for me to keep that top of mind as I move throughout the rest of 2026 and the rest of my life, because I realize that a lot of the things I am drawn to when I am shopping in store are things for work. Oh, this is a cute little shirt I could wear, on Friday. Oh, this is a cute little this I could wear with this on Friday, or I could wear on, a cute little vest, but I don't need anymore. I really don't need anymore. I think I have, or I don't think, I know that I have enough trousers, jeans, camisoles, cardigans, all of those things, sweaters, to last for the rest of 2026 for this job that I have. It's a casual office. I don't need to be super dressy. I don't even need to be super trendy. And based on just how I've been styling my clothes using like the Pinterest, Inspo, and even the 3 for 3 method, I am finding new ways to wear the pieces that I have, and I am happy with that. So that's one thing I can say I don't need to spend any more money on anytime soon. Unless, of course, I am replacing something. For example, we know how white basics tend to, over time, they start to lose their luster, no matter how much blue soap and bleach or whatever OxyClean you use on it. Eventually, the whites are not as bright. So, yes, maybe eventually I would need to switch out a few white button-ups, a few white camisoles, but outside of that, I'm good. So the second thing that I've noticed. This is the most important thing that stood out to me in these last 60 days is that my shoe collection does not match my current life, my current lifestyle, which is crazy. I have struggled with rheumatoid arthritis from 2022. That's where the joints get really stiff and swollen sometimes, and makes it hard to do a lot of basic things that we like. Even tying my shoelaces, buttoning jeans pants can be very difficult sometimes. Maybe I need to show you guys. Get my chair out the way. Whew, even just doing that hurt. I have a lot of these type of shoes. These were purchased before, I think before I had rheumatoid arthritis, and they're cute. They serve their purpose, right? So I'm going on a quick little date or an event where I'm just parking and I'm going in to sit down maybe for 2 hours, then get back in my car. These are fine. These squeeze my toes right across where this band is. So I don't even know why. I've never worn these out the house. I've dressed them up like, you know, in try-ons for you guys and when I'm doing lookbooks, but never actually worn them out the house. Bought these on a Zara sale. These I bought from Primark. I also never wore out of the house. But also, if you're noticing the theme with all of these shoes and why they no longer, or they don't work for my current medical diagnosis, is that you see how thin the sole is? It doesn't offer any padding for my feet. And even if I have this on for a very short time, even if I only had it on for 30 minutes, 30, yes, it's gonna start hurting my feet, the balls. There are joints under there, right? So it hurts right there. Yeah. And on the work front, while I do have a lot of comfy sneakers, I don't want to wear sneakers every day. I'm back. Yeah, so I was saying, while sneakers work for me, obviously you've seen the type of outfits I wear into my office. Every day doesn't call for sneakers. And yeah, I think I need to get into some more loafers, the backless one, like those are the slip-on mules. Like, I'll put it over here, like these ones from H&M or even Amazon. There was an H&M one that I liked in a different color, and I checked by the other day and it was sold out. So I'm thinking I am probably gonna break my no buy sometime in March because I don't want all of these items to sell out. And as the northern states start getting a little bit of warmer weather, they're gonna start buying up the spring stuff. They're probably buying them already in preparation because I know they're tired of snow. So yeah, I want to add a couple of these to my workwear wardrobe for spring and, you know, throughout the rest of the year. Because for me, it's not gonna be just for spring. I really do need comfy footwear. So I have to start looking for more comfortable brands to protect my feet. All right, so the third thing that has really like stuck out to me during these past 60 days is all the coats that I have are not it. Like, let's just briefly go back through some of the ones that I had purged some, but I did keep a few, but I'm gonna get rid of those because I didn't pull for any of these whenever we were having our 33-degree weeks, days and all of that. Never pulled for them, so makes no sense. Like, first up was this was a Future Collective, one of them Target Future Collective collabs that I had gotten way back in 2023. It doesn't have any side pockets and it's supposed to be like a little cropped trench, but yeah, it's not practical now. It doesn't make sense for me. I haven't pulled for it since maybe that one time I wore it way back in 2023, and we're now in 2026. So I'm definitely purging this and making way for coats that I can wear, especially since I'm planning to do to travel to Canada in May and probably another time during this year. My granddaughter lives in Vancouver with my son, and I want to be able to visit more often, and it's always cold. So I'm just gonna need better coats. This one also, this was a jacket that I bought from back in 2022, and well, prior to 2022, during COVID when jackets were a thing. And you know, who's to tell? Maybe they might come back in style, but yeah, I think I'm gonna let go of this one. Next up was this one that, where did I buy this? I think it was some boutique in Destin, Florida when I was there in 2023 winter. Haven't pulled for that since. And every time I've pulled for it, I just feel like I don't like, oh, here's a look. I don't like this part anymore. And it just feels very dated. So I am going to get rid of this one. And then last but not least, well, it's actually not last. There's two. So there's also this little puffer, like a vest that I had taken with me to Colorado back in January of 2022. Haven't pulled for this not even one time since then, and I no longer like the fit of it. Every time I put it on, I'm like, no. And then also, this was purchased for my Colorado trip back in 2022. This was from Shein, but I think I would like to replace this with like a trench that has like, you know, a belt that I can either belt it around the waist or cinch the waist in at the back. Yeah, this does nothing for me, and it's very heavy and has taken up a lot of real estate in this tiny closet, so it's time for them to go. So I will be getting rid of these coats. I'll show you a coat that I've had my eye on. I saw one influencer first. She had this coat on the other day. I think it's from a brand called Helsa. But recently I found a dupe for this coat on Amazon. And I really love the cinched waist. And I think I would look very chic in this coat in Canada, as well as just based on the silhouette of the coat, I could probably get away with it as a little dress while in spring before it starts getting too hot. So I'm probably gonna add it to my cart. So the more I think about it, I'm thinking my no buy might be cut short to 60 days, but we'll see. We'll see if I can persevere. We'll see. I don't remember. I think I was on number 3. So next up, so the fourth thing that I've been really noticing in the last 60 days is that quite a few of the dresses that I have in my closet, they're not flattering for the body I'm in now, right? Even though I purchased them while I had this body, I was still thinking of a past body, if you get what I mean. Like, they're bodycon dresses, they're very clingy. It makes me self-conscious about my tummy. I mean, that could also mean that I need some better shapewear. And I will look into that and get some shapewear, but also I need to get out of the frame of mind. I need to stop clinging to that old shape and old body that I had and just work with them I have now, right? Because otherwise, other than that, I'm kind of fighting a losing battle. So I will also be purging. Maybe I've picked up maybe 5 to 6 dresses that I will be getting rid of. A couple of them are dresses that since I've bought them, I've not worn them. I still moved here with them because I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, it's a colder month. One of them is a sweater dress. You know, maybe I'll wear it. Every time I put it on to wear it out, I took it off back. So, yeah. I'm done try with it. I can't only try so much and no more. I'm done. While I like my figure, don't get me wrong, it's not the figure hugging dress type of body anymore, and I just need to let that go and move on. So number 5, I would say, is that I need more statement pieces, like statement tops per se, right? Again, I feel like I have a good mix of like jeans pants, bottoms, and stuff like that. I mean, I could do with a few more that are not for work, but more for, you know, dinner dates, drink nights with girlfriends, stuff like that. But I'll take time adding those as the year goes on. But for sure, I need some really nice tops that I find myself too often I'm pulling for tops that I am wearing to work to wear to go out, you know, to grab a quick bite with a friend or a quick drink with a friend. I'm pulling for stuff like that. And yeah, I kind of want my work clothes to stay separate from the stuff I am out in. You know, I grew up in an era where my mother used to say you can't judge and dress your clothes, which for those of us here who are not Jamaican or Caribbean descent, it really means that, you know, the same clothes that you wear in the yard, your loungewear, your house clothes, we don't wear those to go out, or you don't wear your work clothes to go party, right? It's really like just that in mind. And speaking of loungewear, that takes me into, I think at this point, I think I'm at number 6. I don't have enough loungewear, like house dresses, or honestly I'm not necessarily a house dress person, but just like a few pieces that I could just put on to lounge around the house if I need to run out to grab some flowers at Trader Joe's or grab something quick at Publix, like, you know, it's just like a matching set. I need a couple of those, not too much, and not the stuff that I wear to like exercise or do my hot gal walks in, but just a few loungewear pieces. Specifically, like on a Saturday, Sunday, I wake up, I take my shower, I'm just chilling, put it on. But if I have to like, oh, let me run go do this errand, right? So that's more like a want and not a need. So that will definitely be tabled for when I come across the right set at the right price, right? That's not a need. And then last but not least, I will definitely say that don't ignore this one little piece sticking out, and maybe that piece. I feel like my closet, not feel like, I know that my closet could use some color. It's very, I don't know, I never would have looked at myself. If you had asked me this question and I wasn't looking at the closet and seeing it with my own 2 eyes, like right this moment, I would be like, oh, I'm very into color. I love colorful pieces. And I do. I love animal print. I love all of these things. But I don't feel like it's really showing here in my closet. Like, it's just a lot of neutrals, if you ask me. A lot of browns and whites and grays. It's very neutral. So as I move throughout the rest of 2026 and beyond, I will start adding maybe statement pieces with a little more vim and flavor, right? So that's what my 60 days of no buy has taught me, and I just wanted to document that, put that out there, so that when I start posting videos, whether those be in March or April of new in, then, you know, we know that I have really done the work, done my audit, explored and experimented with what works for me, what doesn't work, what I think really fits the body that I'm in now and my lifestyle now. And as I move forward, I really do hope that the decisions that I'm making when I'm purchasing my new pieces really reflect everything that I have documented here today in this video. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, please let me know what you thought of the video. Please comment below. Do you do a closet audit? Have you ever done it? Have you ever considered doing a no buy like I did, or do you think that's a little bit too extreme? Just share it below with me. This is a community we're growing. We are at approximately 1,175 subscribers as we make this video, and I am very grateful for every single one of you. So of course, please share the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.